America, a land of dreams, a land of opportunity, but this narrative often overshadows a more complex truth. The history of America is intricately woven with the experiences of African Americans and Native Americans. Their stories, often untold or minimized, are fundamental to understanding the nation's fabric. This essay delves into the vibrant tapestry of these cultures. We will explore their histories, traditions, and enduring legacies, from the arrival of the first enslaved Africans to the forced removal of indigenous populations. These communities have faced immense challenges. They have endured centuries of oppression, discrimination, and systemic injustice. Yet, despite these adversities, their spirit has never been broken. Their cultures have not only survived but thrived, enriching the nation's cultural landscape. This journey begins by acknowledging the painful past. We cannot shy away from the horrors of slavery, the Trail of Tears, or the countless acts of violence and dispossession. However, it is equally important to celebrate the triumphs, the resilience, and the indelible contributions of African Americans and Native Americans. Their stories are not merely footnotes in American history, they are central to understanding its complexities. This exploration aims to shed light on the rich cultural heritage of these communities. It seeks to amplify their voices, celebrate their achievements, and foster a deeper understanding of their enduring legacies. Through their stories, we gain a more nuanced perspective on what it means to be American, recognizing the strength born from adversity and the enduring power of hope. The history of African Americans and Native Americans is a testament to their unwavering resilience. Despite facing unimaginable hardship, they have consistently resisted oppression and fought for their rights and freedoms. From the Underground Railroad to the Civil Rights Movement, African Americans challenged racial segregation and systemic racism. Native Americans, too, have long fought against the dispossession of their lands and the erosion of their cultures. From the Pueblo Revolt of 1680 to the Standing Rock protests in recent years, they have defended their right to self-determination. These acts of resistance, both large and small, have shaped the nation's conscience. They serve as a powerful reminder of the ongoing struggle for equality and justice. Their stories are not just tales of suffering, they are narratives of resilience, creativity, and cultural survival. African American music, from blues to jazz to hip-hop, has had a profound impact on global culture. Native American art, storytelling, and spiritual practices continue to inspire and captivate audiences worldwide. This essay will delve into the rich tapestry of their cultural expressions, exploring their art, music, dance, folklore, and spiritual traditions. By understanding their cultural contributions, we gain a deeper appreciation for their resilience and creativity. We begin to see the world through their eyes, recognizing the interconnectedness of their struggles and the universality of their aspirations for a just and equitable society. Their stories are not just their own, they belong to all of us. They remind us that the fight for justice is ongoing and that we all have a role to play in creating a more inclusive and equitable future. For African Americans, sites like the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama, where civil rights marchers faced down state troopers in a pivotal moment in the fight for voting rights, stand as hallowed ground. These places of memory serve as reminders of the sacrifices made, the battles fought, and the victories won in the ongoing struggle for equality and justice. Community Elder. Similarly, for Native American tribes, ancestral lands hold profound spiritual and cultural significance. Places like Chaco Canyon in New Mexico, with its ancient Pueblo ruins, or the Black Hills of South Dakota, sacred to the Lakota, are not merely geographical locations, they are embodiments of their history, their identity, and their relationship with the natural world. These sacred sites are where they connect with their ancestors, perform ceremonies, and pass on their traditions to future generations. Community Elder. However, many of these sacred sites face threats from development, climate change, and a lack of recognition and protection. The fight to preserve these sites is not just about preserving the past, it is about ensuring the survival of these cultures into the future. It is about respecting the sovereignty of Native American tribes and recognizing the importance of these places to their cultural identity and spiritual well-being. Community elder preserving these sites is not just the responsibility of these communities, it is a collective responsibility. We must all educate ourselves about the significance of these places, support efforts to protect them, and ensure that future generations have the opportunity to experience their power and learn from their history. For African Americans, stories like The People Could Fly, about enslaved Africans who take flight and return to their homeland, speak to the enduring hope for freedom and the power of the human spirit to transcend adversity. These tales, often told in hushed tones or around crackling fires, instilled a sense of resilience, reminding listeners that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit could soar above its circumstances. Community elder animal trickster tales, like those featuring Brer Rabbit, offered a different kind of wisdom. These stories, often veiled in humor and cunning, taught listeners how to navigate a world where power dynamics were often stacked against them. The cunning rabbit, outsmarting larger and stronger adversaries, became a symbol of resilience and resourcefulness, demonstrating that intelligence and wit could triumph over brute force. Native American folklore is equally rich in moral teachings and cultural insights. Stories about the origin of the world, the creation of humans, and the relationships between humans and animals instilled a deep respect for the natural world and the interconnectedness of all living things. These tales often emphasized the importance of balance, harmony, and living in accordance with the rhythms of nature. Community elder, these stories were not just for entertainment, they were tools for education, passing down knowledge about survival skills, social customs, and spiritual beliefs. They served as a moral compass, guiding behavior, shaping values, and reinforcing cultural identity. By listening to these stories, younger generations learn not only about their history, but also about their place in the world and their responsibilities to their community and the natural environment. For African Americans, these beliefs often drew upon West African traditions, where veneration of ancestors and communication with the spirit world were integral aspects of religious practice. These beliefs provided solace and guidance during times of slavery and hardship, offering a sense of connection to something larger than themselves. Linguist. The belief in spiritual guides, often taking the form of animals with specific attributes and powers, is prevalent in both cultures. In African American folklore, animals like the owl, often associated with wisdom, or the black cat, sometimes linked to both good and bad luck, carried symbolic weight, their presence in stories reflecting deeper spiritual truths. Similarly, Native American traditions often feature animal spirits as guides, protectors, and messengers from the spirit world. These animals, whether the eagle, symbolizing strength and vision, or the bear, representing courage and healing, reflected the deep reverence that indigenous communities held for the natural world and its inhabitants. Linguist dreams, too, held significant spiritual weight, often seen as portals to the spirit world or messages from ancestors. Interpreting dreams became an important way of receiving guidance, understanding one's purpose, and navigating life's challenges. These beliefs, passed down through generations, continue to inform the spiritual practices of many African Americans and Native Americans today, offering a sense of continuity, belonging, and connection to a lineage that extends far beyond the individual. They remind us that we are part of a larger web of existence, interconnected with all living things and guided by unseen forces.
Trickster figures occupy a unique space in both African American and Native American folklore, embodying both wisdom and mischief, disruption and balance. In African American traditions, figures like Anansi the spider, originating from West African folklore, often use their cunning and wit to outsmart larger, more powerful adversaries, highlighting the importance of intelligence and resourcefulness in navigating a world fraught with inequality.
These tricksters, though often portrayed as mischievous, often challenge the status quo, expose hypocrisy, and impart valuable lessons about life, morality, and the consequences of one's actions.
In Native American cultures, trickster figures like Raven, Coyote, or Iktomi, depending on the tribe, often serve as catalysts for change, using their mischievous nature to disrupt the established order and bring about new possibilities. Their stories often carry profound moral teachings, demonstrating the consequences of greed, arrogance, or disrespect for the natural world.
They remind us that balance is essential and that even in the face of adversity, humor, and cunning can be powerful tools for survival and growth.
These trickster tales, passed down through generations, continue to resonate with us today because they tap into universal human experiences of navigating complex social dynamics, grappling with moral dilemmas, and seeking meaning in a world that can often seem unpredictable. They remind us that life is not always black and white, and that sometimes the most profound lessons come from the most unexpected sources. By listening to these stories, we learn to question assumptions, challenge authority, and embrace the ambiguity and complexity of the human experience. To truly understand the depth and richness of African American and Native American cultures, one must listen to the voices of those who embody their living history. Community elders, the keepers of ancestral knowledge, hold within their memories a treasure trove of stories, traditions, and wisdom passed down through generations.
Their voices, often marginalized or silenced, carry the weight of experience, offering invaluable insights into the triumphs and struggles that have shaped their communities.
In the cadence of their voices, one hears echoes of resilience, the ability to rise above adversity, and retain a deep-seated sense of hope and dignity. They speak of a time when segregation was the law of the land, when indigenous languages were forbidden, when discrimination was a daily reality.
Their stories are not mere history lessons, they are testaments to the indomitable spirit of their people, a spirit that refused to be broken. Through their eyes, we witness the transformative power of community, the unwavering bonds of family, and the importance of passing on cultural traditions to future generations.
They speak of the importance of oral history, of preserving their stories so that the sacrifices made and the lessons learned will not be forgotten. These elders are living libraries, their minds repositories of invaluable knowledge that must be cherished and preserved. Their voices are a gift, a bridge connecting the past to the present and offering guidance for the future. While honoring the wisdom of elders is paramount, it is equally crucial to engage with the younger generations who will inherit the legacy of African American and Native American cultures. Young people, brimming with energy, creativity, and a thirst for knowledge, represent the future of cultural preservation. By connecting them with their heritage, we empower them to become the next generation of storytellers, artists, activists, and leaders.
This engagement can take many forms, from workshops that teach traditional crafts like beadwork or basket weaving, to youth mentorship programs that pair young people with elders in their communities. By providing opportunities for hands-on learning, creative expression, and intergenerational dialogue, we foster a sense of pride, belonging, and responsibility among youth.
It is also essential to create spaces where young people feel empowered to share their own perspectives and experiences. Youth-led initiatives, such as film festivals showcasing stories from their communities or online platforms where they can share their art and writing, provide invaluable outlets for self-expression and cultural exploration.
By encouraging their creativity and amplifying their voices, we ensure that the legacy of these cultures continues to evolve and thrive in the 21st century.
The ongoing struggle, contemporary challenges, and triumphs. While celebrating the richness and resilience of African American and Native American cultures, it is crucial to acknowledge the contemporary challenges these communities continue to face. Systemic racism and discrimination, though often less overt than in the past, still permeate many aspects of American society, impacting access to education, healthcare, housing, and justice. The struggle for environmental justice is another pressing concern, as indigenous communities often bear the brunt of pollution and climate change, their ancestral lands threatened by pipelines, mining operations, and other extractive industries. The fight for tribal sovereignty and the protection of treaty rights remains an ongoing battle, as Native American tribes continue to assert their right to self-determination and the preservation of their cultural heritage. Despite these challenges, there is much to be hopeful for. Across the nation, activists, artists, educators, and community leaders are working tirelessly to dismantle systems of oppression, amplify marginalized voices, and create a more just and equitable society. There is a growing awareness of the importance of listening to and learning from indigenous communities, recognizing their traditional knowledge and leadership in areas such as environmental stewardship and social justice.
Artistic expressions, threads of culture woven through time. Art, in its myriad forms, has always served as a powerful means of expression, storytelling, and cultural preservation for both African American and Native American communities. Through the skilled hands of artisans and the visions of artists, cultural heritage finds tangible form, embodying the stories, beliefs, and experiences of a people. From the intricate beadwork of Native American tribes to the vibrant quilts stitched by generations of African American women, these art forms offer a glimpse into the soul of a culture, revealing its history, its values, and its enduring spirit. Native American art, often deeply rooted in spirituality and connection to the natural world, reflects a profound respect for the interconnectedness of all living things. Totem poles, carved from towering cedar trees by Northwest Coast tribes, depict ancestral spirits and clan lineages, their intricate designs telling stories that have been passed down through generations. The intricate beadwork of the Lakota people, with its vibrant colors and geometric patterns, adorns clothing, ceremonial objects, and contemporary art pieces, each stitch a testament to the patience, skill, and artistry of the creator. African American art, born out of resilience and the search for identity in the face of oppression, encompasses a wide range of styles and mediums. From the powerful murals that grace urban landscapes, depicting scenes of Black life, struggle, and triumph, to the soulful sculptures that seem to breathe with life, African American artists have always used their art to challenge, inspire, and uplift their communities. The quilts stitched by African American women, often using scraps of fabric imbued with personal meaning, tell stories of family, faith, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. These art forms, passed down through generations, serve as tangible links to the past, connecting contemporary artists and viewers to the legacy of their ancestors. They remind us that culture is not static. It is a living, breathing entity that continues to evolve and adapt while staying true to its roots. By appreciating and supporting these art forms, we contribute to the preservation of cultural heritage and ensure that these stories continue to be told for generations to come.
The soul of a people, music and dance as narratives of history. Music and dance, often intertwined, are more than just forms of entertainment. They are the heartbeat of a culture, expressing its joys, its sorrows, its history, and its hopes for the future. For both African American and Native American communities, music and dance have played a vital role in cultural preservation, spiritual expression, and the transmission of knowledge across generations. From the soulful melodies of the blues to the rhythmic drumming of the powwow, these art forms offer a window into the soul of a people, revealing their resilience, their creativity, and their enduring connection to their heritage. African American music, born out of the crucible of slavery and segregation, has had a profound impact on the world, its rhythms and melodies echoing across continents and influencing countless genres. The blues, with its raw emotion and poignant lyrics, gave voice to the pain, longing, and resilience of a people who had endured unimaginable hardship. Jazz, with its improvisational spirit and complex harmonies, emerged as a symbol of Black creativity and innovation, its syncopated rhythms reflecting the energy and dynamism of urban life. Native American music and dance traditions, often deeply spiritual in nature, serve as powerful expressions of cultural identity and connection to the land. Powwows, vibrant gatherings that celebrate indigenous culture and heritage, feature traditional drumming, singing, and dancing. The rhythmic pounding of the drums, mimicking the heartbeat of Mother Earth, creates a trance-like atmosphere, connecting participants to their ancestors and the spirit world. The intricate footwork of the dancers, adorned in colorful regalia, tells stories of creation, hunting, and the interconnectedness of all living things. These musical and dance traditions, passed down through generations, serve as powerful reminders of the strength and resilience of these cultures. They offer a glimpse into the heart and soul of a people, revealing their history, their beliefs, and their enduring spirit. By listening to their music, witnessing their dances, and learning about the stories behind them, we gain a deeper appreciation for the richness and diversity of human expression.
Guardians of Heritage. The vital role of cultural preservation. In a rapidly changing world, where globalization and cultural homogenization pose significant threats to the diversity of human experience, the preservation of cultural heritage takes on paramount importance. For African American and Native American communities, whose histories have been marked by attempts to erase their cultures and assimilate them into the dominant society, the act of preserving their traditions, languages, and beliefs is not merely an act of nostalgia, but a powerful form of resistance and an affirmation of their enduring identity. Cultural preservation takes on many forms, from the establishment of museums and cultural centers that showcase traditional art, music, and dance, to the revitalization of indigenous languages that are in danger of extinction. Efforts to document oral histories, record traditional songs and stories, and preserve sacred sites are crucial for ensuring that future generations have access to their cultural heritage. Education plays a vital role in this endeavor, both within and outside of these communities. Teaching young people about their history, their traditions, and the struggles their ancestors faced is essential for fostering a sense of pride, belonging, and responsibility for carrying on their legacy. Sharing these cultural riches with the wider world helps to break down stereotypes, promote understanding, and celebrate the diversity that enriches our collective human experience. The task of cultural preservation is not without its challenges. Limited resources, competing priorities, and the ongoing struggle against systemic racism and discrimination can make it difficult to dedicate the time, energy, and funding necessary for these efforts. However, the importance of preserving these cultural legacies cannot be overstated. They are a testament to the resilience, creativity, and wisdom of these communities, offering valuable lessons for navigating the complexities of the present and building a more just and equitable future for all.
The enduring spirit of heritage, we have journeyed through the annals of time, traversing the landscapes of pain and resilience that shaped the African American and Native American narratives. From the forced displacement and brutal enslavement to the unwavering fight for civil rights and self-determination, the strength of these cultures resonates deeply. It is a strength born of adversity, forged in the fires of oppression, yet tempered with an indomitable spirit that refuses to be extinguished. We have witnessed the power of cultural expression, the vibrant tapestry of art, music, and dance that has given voice to the voiceless and illuminated the human experience in all its complexities. Through the whispers of ancestors in folklore and the resounding echoes of resilience in contemporary art, these cultures continue to inspire, challenge, and enrich the world. The stories we've explored are not just tales of the past. They are living narratives that continue to shape the present and will undoubtedly influence the future. The fight for equality, justice, and the preservation of cultural heritage is far from over. Systemic racism, discrimination, and environmental injustice continue to cast long shadows, threatening to undermine the progress that has been made. Yet, amidst these challenges, there is hope. A new generation rises, carrying the torch of their ancestors, demanding to be heard, demanding a more just and equitable world. They are the inheritors of a legacy of resilience, creativity, and unwavering hope. They understand that the fight for cultural preservation is not just about preserving the past. It is about shaping a future where all voices are valued, all stories are heard, and all cultures can thrive. A call to action, preserving our collective story. The preservation of African American and Native American cultures is not solely the responsibility of these communities, it is a collective responsibility that rests upon the shoulders of us all. We must move beyond passive appreciation and engage actively in the fight for cultural preservation. This is a call to action, an invitation to become stewards of our collective story. Education is paramount. We must educate ourselves and future generations about the history, traditions, and contemporary realities of these communities. Seek out opportunities to learn from elders, attend cultural events, visit museums and cultural centers. Let us challenge our own biases and confront the uncomfortable truths of our shared history. Support initiatives that promote cultural preservation, whether through financial contributions, volunteer work, or simply spreading awareness. Amplify the voices of marginalized communities by listening to their stories, respecting their perspectives, and advocating for their rights. Patronize businesses owned by people of color, support artists and musicians who draw inspiration from their cultural heritage, and celebrate the contributions of these communities in all their forms. Remember that cultural preservation is an ongoing process, a journey rather than a destination. It requires sustained effort, empathy, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. By embracing the richness and diversity of human experience, by honoring the past while looking towards the future, we create a world where all cultures can not only survive but thrive. The tapestry of American culture is woven with threads of many colors, each strand representing a unique story, a unique perspective, a unique contribution to the fabric of our nation. Let us ensure that these threads are never lost, that their vibrancy continues to illuminate our collective journey for generations to come.